July 19th, 2016. As you're looking at images from this afternoon outside the convention center in Cleveland, Ohio, the Republican National Convention Center. Now, they're a block or so away because the protesters can't get right up next to the Quicken Arena. But what I've noticed about this is, and we talked about it, is they are pulling in police, and they have pulled in police from all over the state. Highway patrol, police officers, sheriff's deputies, and they had a swearing-in ceremony a few days ago so that everyone would kind of be on the same page. And as what happens, and you'll see it in this video, is that a cameraman for C-SPAN just goes out, walks through the crowd, and I will play a couple of minutes of that clip. And because of the heavy police presence, it seems like everyone's being behaved. Now, again, this is day 2 of day 4. Yesterday, we saw a ruckus on the floor when some of the Ted Cruz people wanted to actually break the delegates or unbind the delegates from the states they were sent to. That didn't work. Now, day 2 is the day that they will actually put the nominee's name in the hat, so to speak. And since there's no one else, Senator Jeff Sessions from Alabama said he's going to come on tonight and nominate Donald Trump. So this will be virtually the last chance, if there is a chance, for some of the Never Trump people to protest inside the convention. And we're yet to see what's going to happen on the outside. Again, right now, I'll play a portion of the video, you'll see the large amount of police presence. And to be honest with you, they need to be there. Now, one thing about this, we talked about it with the violence that we saw at the Donald Trump rallies. A lot of those were a day or two in planning, maybe 3 days in planning, some of them longer. But this has been planned a long time and thought out by the police officers, and they saw the violence at the rallies. So they're here in Cleveland, and they seem to be taking care of business right now. What will happen tonight after Trump is officially nominated? Will some of these protesters that we believe are being paid, will they move to phase B, since the Republican National Committee could not get the changes done on the inside the way they wanted them? In other words, unbind the delegates. Will that move to a different stage? Now, we've seen a lot of desperate tactics by the Republican Party and the people that are in power. What we saw in mainstream today, and most of you have heard about it, was that as Donald Trump's wife came on and did a small speech last night, mainstream immediately started blasting her for plagiarism because it had some words that were very similar to Michelle Obama's speech. Now, both speeches Michelle Obama's speech was written by, I think, one of George Bush's old speech writers that has been kind of handed down the line there. But listen, there are 2 things about that. I heard one reporter say that the Democrats are attacking the Republicans over Mrs. Trump's speech when they should be attacking Hillary over lying to the FBI, lying to Congress. But no, the only thing they can find wrong now is a few words are the same in the speech, and really it doesn't make any difference. But now, when they asked Trump about it, I saw the smile on his face, guys. It was like, yeah, I gave him something to talk about. And the guy's smart, and I think that had more to do with it than anything else, because think about, and I talked about being a zipperhead before, where someone can put a thought in your head and you run with it without even stopping to think about it, just believe it's true. Well, when Trump did this, they ran with it, mainstream. And I guarantee you it was on purpose. I don't know if it was to mock what was being said, but it definitely changed the mainstream view and tactics of the attack. Trump was brilliant if he did this, because this attack against some words that his wife spoke is meaningless. as far as him losing any votes or anything like that. It's meaningless. The only thing that will happen is when they see the meaningless attack by mainstream, it will make them despise Hillary even more and vote for Trump. But I think it was a brilliant move. He had that grin on his face when he was asked about it this morning. But guys, check this out. Again, Jeff Sessions will come in tonight, and you can watch this on C-SPAN. Some of the networks will have it. But I had some complaints that people that weren't watching C-SPAN, they were watching the CNN feed. And when some of the parents, guys, of the victims that have been killed because of illegal immigration, they came on to speak. CNN cut that, went to their reporters and didn't let the American people hear that segment of these people. And that has a lot to do with Trump's stand on protecting the borders and building the wall. So they cut that out. But C-SPAN is pretty unbiased. So I would suggest if you're going to watch it there, commercial free, and they're not going to cut out some of the important parts. But guys, this is important. Pay attention to it. Get out and vote. We're proving your vote counts. Nothing has been able to stop it so far. Again, I will link to the C-SPAN video, and watch it tonight live, guys, because you're not going to have the commercials, and you won't have them switching away when something is important that's for the Republicans. I know if it insults Hillary or that campaign, they're going to try to cut it off immediately. So keep an eye on it. It's a heads up. Be safe.
Understanding the rights of citizens to express their First Amendment views. They've set up official protest areas, and of course there's a heavy police presence in all of those. We're going to take you outside and take a look around at how that site is being handled today for the next few minutes. Let's watch.
Jesus Christ needs to sit on the throne. That's the revolution America needs. The life of Jesus matters. That's the life that matters.
Sure, I'm an anarchist, I'm a pot-consuming anarchist, I like mutual aid, and I believe that our helping each other is the only thing that can help us wean ourselves away from the government, the need for government.
You talk about the blue state and also about how things broke up in the college in Cleveland. Are you worried about the
citizens and taxpayers, watch where the money goes. I know you're very concerned. See how much you're paying.
This is only day two. This is only day two, and it's only going to get better.
I was in Nashville about a week and a half ago. Is this America?
Around the United States, they started in Vancouver, D.C., and Nashville was on the other extreme. And they made one major mistake.
Righteousness is presented. War to you, America.
not as good as the rain, but nevertheless, there's a lot of people that order from the police chief here in Cleveland. I mean, that
They're suffering from overcrowded circumstances. They're sitting in detention centers.